Good. Arahami adajaya sugata amidan virajan lalita tulang Charana dibuva samayamakan sukhadan sarana banamami jinan Sambodhi adawi sanjadada sanja sasage Pencha sada sasani namami sira samam Abhagavaluka genga nanda nibuddha jina Te sadhaminja sanginja adharena namama namekara nubhavena idvasabhe upadwe Anikandraya bhivina santu asesada Tanengro maviro miringro mayasa Sanengro lokahito divingro judidra Kodinyo jana pamogo mingro purisa sabha Sumano sumano riro revedo retivodano Sovita guna samano no mada sijano dhamma padumo loka bhajo donarado vara sarati Padumudra saddasaro sumedo eka bukala Sujado sabaloke gopiyada sindara sabadada sikaruni kodamada siddhamonuda Siddhata samaloke te savarada samvara Bhusavarada samvara vipasi janupama Sikhi sabayita saddha visavu sukhadayaka Kakusanda sattva kona gamano ranajaho kasavo siri samano godamo sajjavo gavo Tesa sajjena silena gandine davalena ja Devi ame nurakhandu alogena sukhena ja Devi tome nurakhandu alogena sukhena ja Sad. Yes, question can start.
One question already submitted.
Yeah. Okay, you can read fast.
Okay, so there's one question already submitted. Wandami said, I try to use the counting method, but the concentration still cannot hold for long. If the mind goes wander, I count again. What is what do I supposed to do?
Oh, okay.
So that the concentration can last longer.
Adhitthana Parami. Between 1 to 8, my mind should not wander. May my mind not wander. Please, Adhitthana. 1 to 8. No? Okay, Adhitthana. So if you can count 1 to 8 without wandering mind, this is one round. One round you successful at the time. Like that. Only try one round fast. No?
Tadi pertanyaannya, kalau Yogini sudah menggunakan counting method, tapi konsentrasinya masih tidak bisa bertahan lama. Kalau sudah mengembara, ya counting lagi. Apa yang sebaiknya dilakukan supaya konsentrasinya bisa bertahan lebih lama? Saya udah bilang coba disertai dengan adithana parami, maksudnya ditekadkan, gitu ya. Pertama, tekadkan dulu untuk satu putaran. Hitung 1 sampai 8, semoga pikiran tidak mengembara, gitu. Semoga pikiran tetap di nafas gitu ya. Baru mulai hitung masuk keluar 1, masuk keluar 2. Nah, satu putaran berhasil baru lanjut lagi.
In fact, this one round is about 1 minute only. About 1 minute only. No? So within 1 minute, your mind not wandering. At the time, you are okay. You are dithana successful. In the same way, you try like that. Second round, third round, like that. So 20 minute try, 20 round to be successful like that. Until the 20 rounds.
Ya, jadi satu putaran itu sebenarnya cuma sekitar 1 menit gitu ya. Nggak lama gitu. Anda coba satu putaran selesai, baru lanjut lagi putaran kedua, lanjut lagi putaran ketiga. Coba setidaknya 20 menit gitu ya. Mungkin sekitar 20 putaran kalau bisa didapat gitu. Pikiran tidak mengembara.
Yeah. Okay. Next question.
Oke.
Okay.
So, my question is, so today I have experienced some drowsiness during meditation, so I got up to do walking meditation. But said no, how to do that. So what is said all the time? Drowsy.
During sitting meditation time, should not walk.
Oh,
If walk, maybe other people maybe they not comfortable. They may disturb by walking yogi like that. Many people are sitting, right? So better is standing. I recommend standing. Standing the safe place.
oh,
Yeah. Standing no problem. But walking is sometimes little bit disturbing to other. Especially bhikkhu walking at the time, some yogi are afraid. Therefore, I stop there. You walk in. You shall be sitting until the sitting meditation finish.
oh.
And walking meditation time, you can walk the whole period. Walking meditation like that. Huh?
When is the walking meditation?
Walking meditation time is after sitting meditation time, always walking meditation time. Alternatively like that. Sitting, walking like that. Right? So sitting meditation time, we allow to only sitting and standing only.
Oh,
Yeah, some people cannot sit at the time, just standing. Standing.
oh,
Standing is a not disturbing to other.
oh.
Okay. Yeah, translate.
Jadi tadi Bantenya bertanya ya, ketika sesi meditasi duduk tadi ada merasa ngantuk ya. Jadi apa boleh pergi keluar gitu dulu untuk uh, atau dengan melakukan meditasi jalan gitu ya. Saya udah bilang ketika meditasi duduk ya tidak diperbolehkan para yogi untuk berjalan. Karena apa? Nanti kan banyak yang duduk kan. Nah, tapi langkah kakinya itu bisa mengganggu para yogi yang lain gitu. Ya, makanya saya tahu memperbolehkan kalau lagi sesi meditasi duduk, tapi tidak bisa duduk, ya Anda bisa coba meditasi berdiri. Jadi berdiri saja di tempat yang sama gitu. Jadi Anda boleh juga selama satu sesi itu ya terserah mau ganti-ganti sesi berdiri, sesi duduk gitu, boleh.
Okay, next question.
Actually, so this I um a bit doubt to ask because this is one kind of maybe personal experience and yeah, asking for guidance and it's about 7 pages.
Also,
So ask
personal experience.
yes.
No, another question. This later we can do the private interview better.
Another is 5 pages.
Okay. Oh,
Also, but this is more question like a question.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe should I summarize this one
Yeah,
first?
summarize. Yeah. Question only the summarize.
Okay. So, okay. Based on this, so if I skim this quickly and I make a conclusion on the question, it might sounds like how to balance between the spiritual meditation and the daily life goal. Like this person may be having a certain goal in mind that he want to achieve, but he also must balance with his meditation like that, for example.
Or in the daily life. Yeah, daily life. Yes. Cannot meditate that 24 hour, right? Sometimes have to do business also. This meaning, right? Sometimes have to do their own business also, no? At the same time, no, try the meditation also, no? So how to balance is I will tell the one that my friend story. So my friend is a very busy, no? Similarly, like same age like that, no? His business is travel and tour business. So every day very busy, no, arranging there for tourists, no. So I advise him to meditate every day. At the time, he told me one day I had no time to meditate. I very busy every day. Okay, translate fast.
Jadi tadi ini
Hmm.
ada beberapa ya
Hmm.
yang ya ada beberapa yang ditulis di sini, ada 5 halaman
Hmm.
yang berisi sebenarnya pertanyaan yang berdasarkan pengalaman pribadi dan juga terkait dengan meditasi, dengan retreat meditasi ini gitu ya. Dan tadi saya simpulkan pertanyaannya adalah sebenarnya bagaimana cara menyeimbangkan antara kehidupan sehari-hari ya, kehidupan sehari-hari yang mana sebagai umat kan punya tujuan, punya sesuatu yang perlu dikerjakan, ya, punya urusan juga kan. Nah, bagaimana menyeimbangkannya dengan meditasi, praktik meditasi kan harus dilakukan juga seperti itu.
Yeah.
Nah, tadi saya udah menjawab, ya kalau ya umat rumah tangga memang kan mereka punya kerjaan juga kan ya, punya urusan bisnis dan sebagainya juga ya. Jadi nggak bisa meditasi 24 jam.
Hmm.
Jadi apa yang bisa dilakukan? Ya, saya do ini mau cerita tentang salah satu temannya saya do yang mungkin sepantaran gitu.
Hmm.
Jadi temannya saya do ini seorang apa ya, agen travel gitu ya.
Hmm.
Tra-
Travel
travel,
to, yeah,
tour
travel
ya,
to,
tour tour dan
travel to
travel
go.
gitu. Jadi setiap hari itu sangat sibuk kan.
Travel to community is no holiday. They have no holiday. No, you had Christmas holiday. They had no Christmas holiday. Christmas season more busy. They have to arrange for tourists to go to one place to one place, arranging air ticket, arranging the bus, everything like that. No. So you are lucky. You are not so busy like my friend. You have holiday now. Okay.
Jadi sebagai agen tour dan travel itu adalah pekerjaan yang gak ada liburnya, ya kan? Kalau Anda mungkin di waktu Natalan seperti ini ya, di masa-masa Natalan ini kan Anda libur kan. Nah, justru mereka itu di masa Natal itu paling paling sibuk kan, karena makin banyak orang yang pergi perjalanan gitu ya, dan mesti ngurus lebih banyak daripada hari biasanya.
And also his company is a very beginning, so he has no assistant. He has no assistant, so he have to do everything himself. So therefore, very busy every day. Okay. No assistant. Yeah, yes.
Dia juga nggak ada nggak ada ini ya, nggak ada asisten gitu ya yang bisa membantu kerjanya. Pokoknya semua kerjaan mesti dia urus sendiri.
Yeah. At that time, I know every day he had to receive many telephone call. Many people call to him, no, requesting their trip, no, their journey like that. So at that time, I will tell my friend, I will give you the time. You have no time, right? I will offer to you. How I offer? I say, I said, every time you receive phone call, no, at that time maybe rain, maybe you can hear that phone calling. At that time, you pay attention, breathing in, breathing out fast. Do not accept fast. Sometimes some people call to the phone, right? Ding. Okay, never mind. You shall not accept quickly. Wait a few seconds, and you pay attention, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Okay, 2 times. Okay, after that, you receive your full call. Yes, this very good walking like that. So every day he has many receive calling. He receive many calling. So every calling before receive, he pay attention, breathing in, breathing out like that.
How many times he has it?
Sometimes more than the 55 times like that. One day more than like that. Mm.
Yeah.
Between the 50 to 100 like that. You have to receive the phone call. Mm.
Ya,
Mm.
jadi temennya ini kan ketemu Sedo ya, terus ah Sedo Sedo kan ngajarin meditasi ke temannya ini, terus temannya komplain, dia bilang kan si dia sehari-hari aja udah sibuk sekali gitu, udah mesti standby terus di telepon gitu kan, gak ada waktu jedanya gitu, gimana mau meditasi gitu. Iya paham kan kalau lagi meditasi terus tiba-tiba orang telepon nggak mungkin nggak angkat. Jadi Shadow bilang kalau gitu saya danakan waktu kasih kamu. Gimana cara danain waktu gitu ya? Terus Shadow bilang setiap kali telepon berdering ya jangan cepat-cepat angkat.
Mm.
Perhatikan dulu nafas.
Yeah.
Setiap kali telepon bunyi perhatikan
Mm.
nafas beberapa detik gitu ya. Nafas masuk, nafas
Yeah.
keluar. Sekarang dia sambil berdering gitu kan. Nafas masuk, nafas keluar. Habis itu baru angkat telepon gitu ya.
Yeah.
Sehari itu dia dapat mungkin 50-an sampai 100-an kali ditelepon gitu. Nah, lumayan kan waktu meditasinya sudah.
That time is harmful is a keep a harmful period. Keep it. Not the Android, not smartphone yet. So keep it at the time 1% always we are calling like that. Not send message at the time. More calling at the time. Because keep it right. Keep it full.
Apa sih istilahnya HP
Hmm.
tulalit ya? HP
Hmm. Hmm.
HP yang masih pakai tombol-tombol itu loh, toh. Yang sebelum ada
Hmm.
Android lah. Sekarang kan semua udah pada Android ya.
Hmm.
Jadi teleponnya masih telepon yang jadul gitu katanya.
But
Pasti.
now they keep it full, we cannot find out. Nobody use now keep it.
Ya kan? Sekarang juga udah susah kan cari itu HP yang pakai tombol-tombol itu.
Yeah. So in Myanmar, one the cellular phone is very expensive that time. Even though keep a phone, maybe one SIM card, no, one the keep a phone is together with the SIM card. SIM card is more expensive. No, SIM card. No, so around the no, 25 US dollar, 25 2000 more than 2000 US dollar like that. One SIM card.
Oh,
Very expensive at the time. That time, no? 2000, more than 2000 US dollar, one SIM card like that. Very expensive that time. No? But
terus
now is only $10 only. Very different now, right? Yeah. Yes.
unbelievable.
Yeah. More than 2000 US dollar. No?
Ya,
Yeah.
katanya di Myanmar dulu itu HP-nya kan masih HP tulat-tulit itu ya.
Mm.
Ah, tapi HP tulit-tulitnya itu masih dibilang murah gitu. Lebih mahal kartu SIM-nya.
Mm.
Satu kartu SIM-nya itu seharga 2000 US dollar
Yeah.
lebih.
Yeah.
Nggak
Once.
kebayang ya.
Mm.
Sekarang mungkin kartu SIM palingnya cuma 10 dolar gitu kan.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So everybody cannot use even the keypad phone. Yeah, with a SIM card, the cellular SIM card. Cannot use everybody. Nowadays, everybody can use. No, so very different there, the culture now. Yeah. In
Nanti,
Indonesia also like that, right? Indonesia also like that, right? In the beginning stage, everybody cannot use the cellular phone, right?
no, when I was born, still easy everything already.
Already have. Okay.
Oh ya, katanya jadi dulu yang bisa punya HP dan punya kartu SIM itu jarang-jarang adanya, ya sedikit sekali yang bisa punya gitu karena mahal kan kartu SIM-nya.
Yeah.
Saya udah tanya di Indonesia dulu gitu juga nggak? Iya ya, kartu kartu SIM itu mahal. Hah? Oh, oh. So in Indonesia, it was the phone that is limited. So
Limited, yeah,
because
because
of
limited.
limited and then
Limited, yeah,
expensive.
yeah. Number also limited. Therefore, very expensive, like that. Yeah, limited. And so every house I know that one of phone. No, not everybody. Every house I know the phone. Yeah.
Terus di Myanmar juga dulu itu nggak semua rumah punya telepon rumah yang bahkan yang pakai kabel itu.
Yeah, America has every house a phone, right? Every house a phone line. Every house a phone line. Myanmar not like that.
Ya, kalau sekarang kan semua rumah pasti punya saluran telepon ya. Hmm.
Until now, in Myanmar, every house has no phone. Huh? No phone. Only we have that. Now smartphone now. Smartphone is more cheaper now. Singa is more cheaper now.
Nih ya. Jadi katanya sampai sekarang itu di Myanmar nggak semua rumah bisa pasang saluran telepon gitu. Malahan dianggap ya apa HP smartphone lebih murah jadi.
Okay, so my meaning is every day he meditate before receiving the phone call. At the time, he's improved the concentration. Yeah, this also work. A few seconds, no? Every time he meditate, breathing in, breathing out 2 times only. At the time, his mindfulness are increased, no? Every time he had to mindful to meditate, right, before receiving. This also mindfulness. So during the pay, the breathing out, at the time also can get mindfulness. Because this mindfulness, his business are very successful. Because his talking to other is a very correct speaking after meditation. After pay attention, breathing in, breathing out, he talking to the customer at that time very affected like that. Everything successful like that, smoothly. Like his arrangement are everything's very smooth like that. At that time, his company are no rich, more and more rich like that.
Nah, jadi karena latihan yang seperti itu, setiap kali mau terima telepon dia perhatikan nafas dulu gitu kan. Akhirnya konsentrasinya pun meningkat gitu. Dia jadi lebih fokus sehari-harinya itu, ya. Jadi cara begini juga bisa berguna gitu untuk meningkatkan konsentrasi. Nah, dan juga di kehidupannya sehari-hari, karena sebelum dia menerima telepon, dia perhatikan nafas dulu. Pas dia ngangkat telepon itu, batinnya udah bagus. Dan ketika dia ngomong sama customer, dia kan seorang agen travel perlu pada perencanaan dan sebagainya. Semua rencananya lancar. Para customer pun senang gitu ya. Akhirnya perusahaannya pun semakin berkembang.
And also his mindset are changing. Before he are very easy to angry. No, even though he are working in the office, sometimes electricity suddenly switch off. Our government is like that. Or sometimes suddenly they off the electricity. And then he very angry, dong like that. So he cannot control his emotion. No, so after meditating, he not affected. Even though electricity suddenly off, he not feel like that. He can patient a lot like that. No, changing the mindset. No. This is because of mindfulness. Hmm. Hmm.
Ya. Terus kepribadiannya juga berubah ya. Dulunya dia itu seorang pemarah gitu ya, nggak bisa kontrol emosi punya. Ya sebenarnya agak wajar ya, karena di Myanmar itu em, lampu itu bisa tiba-tiba mati gitu. Jadi terserah pemerintahnya kapanpun mau matikan, matikan gitu. Jadi pemadaman listrik ya, terus kantornya kan jadinya mati lampu gitu kan. Nah, dia pun pada saat itu bakal emosi gitu. Meja pun dia banting, bam gitu ya. Tapi sejak dia berlatih cara seperti ini ya, sekarang ketika lampu mati pun dia nggak cepat emosi lagi gitu.
Are you angry like that in the home?
Anda bagaimana di rumah sepemarah itu juga nggak?
So not angry, right? Yeah, mindful always. So because all his mindfulness, no, his business also more successful and he income also a lot every month, no, money coming, no. He not chase money, money chase him, money coming, follow. At the time he also can call the many assistant. Ah, no, one assistant, two assistant, three assistant. So he can get more time to meditate. No, not a few seconds, sometimes 1 hour, although he can meditate later.
Ya, jadi kata saya tuh, jangan jadi pemarah ya, harus selalu perhatian ya, jangan lepas kontrol. Ya, jadi gara-gara dia semakin bagus gitu ya pelayanannya, kemudian para konsumer pun semakin happy ya, makanya perusahaannya pun semakin berkembang gitu kan, dan juga dia pun semakin kaya gitu kan, dan dari situ dia bisa bisa nge-hire asisten-asistennya, satu asisten, dua asisten, tiga asisten. Jadi sekarang dia udah nggak usah kerjain sendiri gitu, udah ada anggota-anggotanya yang bisa handle gitu. Nah, jadi tadinya dia cuma bisa meditasi 1-2 detik, sekarang dia mau meditasi 1 jam juga bisa.
So every activity he no need to follow many system, right? Like Dr. Susan taught like that. Here now we are not. Here many system right here. Even though doing the retreat, he no need to come also okay, never mind. Here many system here. Yeah.
Iya. Jadi punya asisten tuh bagus kan, seperti Dokter Susanto gitu. Ya, tidak perlu datang setiap hari ya. Walaupun di Nauyana lagi ngadain retret pun udah banyak yang bisa ngurusin. Jadi dia sendiri nggak usah turun tangan gitu.
Now important is spiritual power also higher. Spiritual power meaning is what he need, no. So this come true like that, no. So for example, I will say that his experience. One day he told me, Bande, no, I very surprised, no. One time, no, one the cruise ship arrived to the Yangon. Cruise ship meaning is that many the tourists they visit to our country, the Yangon. So maybe many hundred of the tourists in the cruise. No? The cruise go the one country to one country like that. So among the many hundred of the passenger, no, one group, maybe 35 the tourists, they want to go the Bagan the pagoda. So Yangon and Bagan is a 1 hour flight, 1 hour domestic flight. Yangon to Bagan like that. At that time, they request to his company to arrange this trip. Yangon to Bagan, Bagan to Yangon like that. So at that time, he arranged, come back, no, before 1 day before this ship left. So this ship, before this ship leaving, 1 day before, they must come back to Yangon again. But unluckily, this tourist group cannot come in time. because the domestic flight they have the aeroplane program. Aeroplane they are postponed to another day. Another day. At the time, now he has to discuss with the captain or the cruise. Please wait one day more. My customer they are not yet come back. At the time, the captain not accept. Captain not accept. Captain the Russian captain, very strict. No, I cannot wait. You send to this crew to the Phuket like that. So Phuket is another destination. Phuket also one the beach in the Thailand, southern Thailand like that. So this captain say, you have responsibility, so you send this crew to Yangon to Phuket by flight like that. At that time, he has no chance. He has no chance, no, because cannot be negotiate with the captain like that. Okay,
Okay, it's okay. Can continue.
okay, this is fast. Cannot negotiate.
Nah, dan juga dengan meditasi itu, apa yang kita harapkan itu bisa tercapai. Jadi ada satu cerita ya, pada saat itu uh, si satu orang ini yang ngurusin perjalanan, dia lagi ngurus tour ya, tour tour yang mungkin terdiri dari 35 orang gitu. Jadi salah satu agenda perjalanan tour ini adalah pergi ke Yangon ya. Nah, mereka kan pergi ke Yangon di Myanmar, kota di Myanmar, Yangon ya, dengan kapal pesiar ya. Jadi bareng-bareng sama grup yang lain gitu. Bukan cuma mereka doang, kan 35 orang kapal pesiar. Kapal pesiar kan banyak ya, bisa ratusan ribuan ya. Jadi mereka pergi ke Yangon bareng-bareng pakai kapal pesiar. Nah, tapi sampai di Yangon, kemudian si si customer ini, para turis ini, mereka mau pergi ke Bagan, salah satu kota lagi yang lain. Mungkin sekitar 5 jam gitu perjalanannya kalau pakai pesawat. Nah, jadi dari Yangon ke Bagan 5 jam kan. Nah, terus habis itu kan kapal pesiarnya masih masih tinggal di Yangon ya. Setelah itu ke- seharusnya perjalanan pulangnya dari Bagan ke Yangon di hari tersebut gitu. Cuman ternyata ada masalah di pihak maskapainya, di pesawatnya, sehingga mereka harus menunda perjalanan sampai ke keesokan harinya. Padahal si kapal pesiar itu sudah harus berangkat hari itu juga. Nah, kan paham ya? Jadi mereka kan seharusnya yang 35 orang ini dari Bagan pulang dulu ke Yangon, habis itu ikut pesiar lagi, baru bisa lanjut ke perjalanan berikutnya yaitu ke Phuket gitu ya. Tapi karena masalah pesawat, maka mereka harus eh, delay sampai besok harinya gitu. Si tour guide ini dia dia ceritain ke kapten kapal pesiar itu ya, jadi negosiasi gitu, minta tolong untuk ditunda sampai besok baru kapalnya jalan. Tapi kaptennya ini orangnya besar gitu ya, orang Rusia gitu, dan tegasnya nggak mau.
Yeah.
Dia tolak permintaannya. Pokoknya dia harus berangkat hari itu juga karena sesuai agenda kan. Dia suruh kamu pokoknya urusin aja mereka yang 35 orang itu, entah pakai pesawat langsung pergi ke Phuket gitu ya. Nah, bingung lah dia kan si tour guide ini kan. Mesti 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 nombokin biaya pesawat lagi sampai ke Phuket gitu kan.
Yeah, this captain side also correct, right? According to schedule, you have to traveling. And also, according to our Yangon River condition, one day, one time only have to departure. Water is a little bit high and full. At that time only can departure like that. So one time, one day within 1 hour only. Cannot be wait another time like that. Therefore, this captain doesn't want to be wait. At that time, he also doesn't want this cruise leaving. He want this cruise stay one more day like that. But he also hopeless. Now looking the cruise, he also standing, no? So in the harbor, and then the captain also show the hand go by like that. At the time, what happened? Suddenly, captain called to him. Captain called to him. At the time, he climbed the cruise. At the time, captain say, "No, my screw cannot leave now. My screw the engine something problem. My gasket problem. You know, gasket meaning is we have the head and the engine body has there are two layers, right? Between has one gasket. This gasket is a broken, so have to change this gasket. So at that time they delay one day delay. At that time, captain request to him, my crew have many hundred of passenger. Please arrange for them one trip, small trip. No, day trip like that. It's because many passengers they were complain because the cruise cannot leave, right? They also waste time, right? And then I captain have to do another new trip for the passenger. And then this captain request to him not to arrange for all passenger small trip like that. So uh, morning go the before lunch come back like that. No, after breakfast go before lunch come back. Such kind of small trip. At that time, okay, he was very happy. So he arranged there. One pagoda trip near the Yangon. So one passenger like 45 US dollar. One passenger 45 US dollar. So he got a lot of money. So many hundred passenger, right? The whole cruise. And also his Bagan passenger also come back that day. He no need to arrange the book a ticket for his Bagan passenger like that. So this what meaning his spiritual power, with power is a country like that. He doesn't want this crew to leave. So this crew cannot leave. Mhm.
Ya, jadi si eh, di Yangon itu, jadi kan mereka pakai sungai ya, sungai yang Yangon itu memang keadaannya kan kadang ada pasang naik, pasang surut gitu ya. Jadi pasang naik, pasang surutnya itu cuma sehari sekali gitu. Nah, makanya kalau si kapten tadi sebenarnya dia nggak salah, dia harus berangkat hari itu juga, mumpung pasang lagi naik dan dia bisa berangkat kan. Nah, kalau dia tunda lagi kan itu orang-orang yang di kapalnya kan yang ratusan orang itu kan bisa marah gitu kan. Ngapain dia korbanin ratusan orang demi 35 tadi gitu. Jadi negosiasi gagal gitu ya. Dan akhirnya si kapten ini berangkat gitu. Dia pun dada-dada sama si tour guide-nya tadi. Nah, terus sampai nggak jauh si kapal pesiar ini baru berangkat, kaptennya teriak gitu, teriakin si tour guide tadi dari jauh, oi gitu kan. Terus dia suruh si tour guide-nya ini datang ke kapalnya, jadi berenang lah sampai ke situ, ditanya gitu kan, kenapa gitu kan. Si kaptennya bilang, ini kapal pesiarnya nggak bisa berangkat hari ini. Jadi kemungkinan ada kerusakan di bagian mesin gitu ya. Di bagian mesin sama bagian entah apanya lah, entah katupnya atau something perlu diperbaiki gitu. Dan makanya perjalanan mesti tertunda 1 hari katanya. Ya kapal itu balik lah. Dan terus si kapten ini bukan sampai situ, kapten ini juga minta di kapal ini kan ada ratusan orang ya. Tapi kalau mereka disuruh nunggu 1 hari kan mereka bete gitu kan. Tolonglah aturin satu perjalanan kecil aja gitu buat mereka, biar mereka lebih happy gitu kan. Jadi si tour guide ini diaturin gitu di Yangon ya, dikasih perjalanan ke tempat wisata Buddhis gitu kan. Perjalanan kecil itu maksudnya ya cuman paginya pergi, siangnya balik, misalnya kayak gitu kan. Nah, biaya perjalanan itu satu orang sekitar $45. Kalikan aja ratusan apa, cuan cuan dadakan kan hari itu juga kan. Nah, jadi mesti bayar ke si ini kan, ke si tour guide-nya $45 per orang gitu ya. Dan juga kapalnya karena mogok gitu ya. Orang-orang yang dari Bagan tadi pun sempat balik gitu. Artinya udah dia dapat cuan, dia nggak perlu nombokin biaya pesawat orang-orang yang di Bagan tadi gitu. Nah, ini poin dari cerita ini adalah karena praktik spiritualnya, ya. Karena praktik spiritual seseorang, kadang apa yang kita harapkan itu bisa tercapai dan apa yang menjadi urusan kita bisa jadi lancar gitu.
Yeah.
Ya. Inilah pentingnya kehidupan spiritual juga.
Yeah. So you also copy this story like that. You also can do your business and you also meditate in the same time.
Harus. Ya. Jadi saya udah bilang Anda juga coba untuk kopi ya, disalin ini caranya ya. Di sehari-hari Anda masih bisa kerjain kerjaan Anda, tapi Anda juga masih sempat untuk meditasi seperti itu.
Yeah. So actually, even though you open your store, no, you have many free time lah. No, sometimes customer no you coming at the time you're free, right? At the time you meditate. No,
Hmm.
so my friend in the West, she always chanting patana. No customer, she chant patana like. Sometimes she meditate. This also affect a lot. Like,
Nah, saya udah bilang kalau Anda punya toko gitu ya, misalnya Anda biasanya jaga toko nunggu pelanggan datang gitu kan, kan nggak selalu setiap saat ada pelanggan kan. Nah, pas lagi nungguin ya daripada nggak ngapa-ngapain, mending Anda medi gitu sih. Jadi ada temannya saya tahu gitu kan yang dia jaga toko. Nah, tapi setiap kali pelanggan lagi nggak datang gitu ya, lagi nggak ada pelanggan, si temannya Sedo ini centing, dia centing Patana gitu. Ya kadang-kala pedi juga gitu. Ini juga efeknya besar.
Sometimes chanting, sometimes meditation. This also allow the support to the business and meditation both.
Hmm. Ya jadi kadang centing ya lagi di waktu senggang gitu kan, kadang centing atau kadang medi gitu ya. Ini juga bisa membantu baik dalam uh, hal meditasi maupun dalam sehari-hari.
Mm. Okay.
Oke.
So I will store my recording, yeah,
Uh-uh.
and I was I will pass.
Itu dengan mesti yang itu menampas pagi ini saya praktek sudah mesti fokus 50 menit tanpa saja itu pasti di sesi setelah makan dia lebih tanpa ada gangguan yang mau saya itu bisa nggak metode nafas itu mendapatkan di kita dan kalau misalnya bagus kan harus berbukti.
So he heard that yesterday, Seado talked about the counting method. Yeah.
What name is that?
Yeah, so he tried to use the counting method and he was successful to maintain the breath, the maintain the attention, maintain the mind for 50 minutes. 50.
Okay.
Yeah. And also after lunch, he tried again and he was able to maintain for 30 minutes, half hour. Mm. So his question is, can or cannot? If someone practice with the counting method, can they obtain can they obtain nimitta or not? And
Yeah.
if cannot, when should they stop counting?
Yeah, can get the nimitta also. Yeah, can get. Because the counting method power, mind is stable, and then the nimitta also will come like that.
Bisa ya, bisa dapat nimitta.
Hmm.
Ya karena dengan menghitung nafas, maka batin itu jadi lebih stabil. Karena stabil, otomatis nimitta datang.
Yeah, very effective counting method. Okay.
Oh, nah.
Untuk ini saya yang minta mengasih beberapa udah seperti saya
The Buddha Nusati, yeah.
Oh, boleh, boleh. So, yeah. Okay, so yang terakhir ya. He had some experience with the Buddha Nusati meditation. Ini jadi dari hari pertama sampai terakhir itu ya, semua berarti ada coba Buddha Nusati. Okay, so during these few days, he tried to do the Buddha Nusati meditation. Ini maksudnya melihat Buddha ini melihat langsung atau bayangkan? Oke.
So Buddha quality, which quality?
Okay, so first day he saw the Buddha Rupa covered by the golden Buddha Rupa covered by the cloud. So when I asked what does it mean by see, he say he imagined the Buddha. So golden Buddha covered by the cloud. Yeah, cloud. So only the hand and the head can be seen.
Cloud is a
Second,
white color cloud.
cloud,
White color cloud.
not say
Okay.
gray.
Gray color cloud. Okay.
Second day, he saw the blue Buddha covered by the cloud. This time only the head can be seen.
Okay.
Third day, the white Buddha covered by stone. Only half of the face can be seen.
Buddha didn't show him the whom.
Buddha shy away.
Okay.
The fourth day, the Buddha was in the darkness. Suddenly, the thunder strikes like that for 5 minutes until the whole scenery become very bright.
In the hall, you are meditating at the time in this hall.
Di mana meditasinya pada saat itu?
Nggak tahu
Oh,
lah.
okay.
Luckily not here.
Saya udah bilang untung bukan di sini ya. Oh, ada juga 2 days in here also. Okay. Sixth day, the Buddha disappeared. Only empty space and gray color. And then the 6th to 10th, he tried to imagine the Buddha, but always find only empty space. Like something is blocking the mind, and it feels tired and sleepy also. So the question is the Buddha Nusati not suitable for him?
No. This is not correct method. So have to consider the Arahant quality in this Buddha like that. At that time, this Buddha Rupa may be disappear. Only the pay attention the meaning of the Arahant or the meaning of Buddha, etc. like that. So Buddha image no need to see at that time. Buddha image is not important. Buddha Nusati. Quality is important. The meaning of the quality. No? Even the Buddha image not show to you, never mind. No. No, this is not important. Important is pay attention to the quality. Now, therefore, Buddha Nusati is a Buddha quality Nusati. Buddha quality Nusati, really the full meaning. No, not Buddha image Nusati. No, okay.
Oke, sorry. Ya, jadi bukan pertanyaannya tadi kan apakah Buddha Nusati cocok atau enggak bagi yogi ini ya. Jadi saya udah bilang sebenarnya bukannya Buddha Nusati nggak cocok, tapi cara latihnya aja yang salah. Ketika melatih Buddha Nusati ini adalah perenungan terhadap kualitas Buddha, bukan perenungan terhadap gambar Buddha. Ya, jadi ketika memperhatikan kualitas Buddha yang perlu dilakukan ya, pertama-tama memang kan kita bayangkan ada Buddha. Tapi setelah Buddha itu muncul, yang kita bayangkan, yang kita renungkan itu adalah kualitas dari Buddha ini. Buddha tersebut memiliki kualitas yang banyak itu loh, yang ada 9 kan, Arahang sama Sambuddha misalnya. Anda pilih salah satu, misalnya Arahang ya. Arahang ini artinya beliau ya, Buddha yang di depan Anda ini adalah seorang yang telah hancur kotoran batinnya tanpa sisa. Beliau punya kualitas bahwa hatinya itu, batinnya itu bersih, sama sekali bersih seperti itu. Nah, dengan merenungkan kualitas tersebut, kemudian Anda ulang-ulangi dalam batin arahang, arahang, arahang seperti itu. Nanti gambar Budanya hilang pun nggak masalah. Yang penting Anda ulangi itu adalah arahangnya, ya. Ini kata saya tuh nggak masalah kalaupun Buddha nggak mau menampakkan dirinya kepada Anda gitu. Yang penting di dalam hati Anda itu selalu ada kualitas Buddha, itu yang lebih penting.
So therefore, if pay attention that the meaning of the Arahant or the meaning of the one kind of the quality, this Buddha Nusati is a perfect. No?
Arahang and
Arahant, Sama Sambuddha, etc.
ya,
Any
one of the quality.
one of the quality.
Ya. Jadi selama Anda bisa mempertahankan dalam batin Anda kualitas Buddha tersebut, perenungan terhadap kualitasnya ya. Salah satu aja yang manapun kan ada 9 ya. Anda boleh pilih salah satu, Anda bisa perhatikan itu terus-menerus. Itu sudah sempurna Buddha Nusatinya.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it eventually comes to the point where the bread is very soft, very soft. It's the areas that I said, you need to know the key is to be effortless, the bread is to be effortless. So I just release my order and to my surprise, the bread becomes very, very soft and very soft.
Okay.
Usually we bread like that. My bread is only very soft.
Okay.
It's actually surprised me as well because I'm not out of bread at all. Feels very calm, feels very peaceful. And I can hold that for around 15 minutes.
God. So no need oxygen too much from outside. Your body no need so many oxygen from outside.
Because of that, I also believe that oxygen not very today. Because I'm not sure we can leave out my friends. And there's
yeah, good. This concentration bed, concentration higher like that.
also I can do my books as well, but unfortunately, my birth and my own ID. So I need to set up. And then about life, there's a moment where there is maybe kind of like this split second only.
Okay. Yeah. Never mind. Never mind.
Then for one of the lunch, I very tired, so I sleep. I actually go sleep for 1 hour, and then I will meditate for 1 hour. And I can remember myself. Then I managed to stay in this position for 1 hour. And to my surprise, it's actually no harm.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But unfortunately, but very hard.
Okay.
But no change position, no change. Only improvement. Is only it's okay.
Okay.
But unfortunately for breath, maybe because I have been checking my phone as well, so around 45 minutes, my day. That's for my experience.
Yeah. Much developed. Okay. Continue like that. No? Alright. Yeah.
Langsung translate ke Indo nggak?
Yeah. No need translate lah.
Nggak usah. Oke.
For us, about person, if one didn't listen, but in that day, that guy, no killing, no stealing, no nothing. No watch movie, no eating after lunch, no sitting at high place. But he take prison.
Yeah.
So the seat can be said maintained in prison or a prison must not enter before we maintain.
Yeah, this cannot get the samadhana vidati. Samadhana vidati have to undertake. This only can get the samadhana vidati. No? Yeah. Therefore, should undertake. At that time can get more merits. But can get merit, but not so much compared with the samadhana vidati. Therefore, every day or no, sometimes they undertake the episode. No, without undertaking, some people also practice like that. But compared with the undertaking precept is a much more than merits because he already undertake, right? At that time, he also can get more merits like that. Another is a vitakama. Vitakama vidati. Some people not undertake. No, he also not thinking I will practice a precept. Sometimes he have to comment. He has a chance to stealing, but he not stealing. At that he control his mind. I shall not steal in this money like that. At that time he also not undertake the precept. And also he also no intention to practice the precept, just stay from the commenting. Such kind of sila also has. No? Okay.
Tadi paham nggak? Jadi pertanyaannya ya singkatnya tadi kalau seorang nggak ngambil 8 sila, tapi di hari itu dia tindakannya itu seolah-olah seperti orang yang 8 sila gitu. Jadi dia nggak nonton, dia nggak dengar musik, dia juga nggak makan malam dan sebagainya, nggak membunuh dan sebagainya. Apakah dia termasuk menjalankan 8 sila atau tidak? Apakah harus mengambil 8 sila baru bisa disebut menjalankan sila? Ini kata Sedo berbeda ya. Jadi berbeda dari segi kusalanya. Jadi yang namanya menjalankan sila itu adalah penghindarannya, ya, menghindari perbuatan yang buruk kan. Nah, jadi ada 3 jenis penghindaran di sini. Kalau seseorang yang mengambil sila, maka dia bisa mendapatkan penghindaran dengan cara pengambilan sila gitu, disebut sebagai samadawirati ya. Di samadawirati ini seorang setelah mengambil sila, karena dia mengingat bahwa dia sedang menjalankan sila, dia tidak membunuh, tidak mencuri, disebut samadawirati. Ya, tapi kalau ada juga orang yang dia nggak ngambil sila, tapi ketika muncul kesempatan untuk membunuh misalnya, dia nggak bunuh gitu. Nah, jenis penghindaran seperti ini disebut sebagai sampatawirati gitu. Dia pada momen yang tepat dia menghindar gitu. Jadi dia nggak membunuh. Ini juga ada jenis sila yang seperti ini ya. Ya, tapi keduanya berbeda gitu. Kalau yang samada tadi dia memiliki salah satu kusala lagi yaitu kusala dari pengambilan sila.
So in America, no, many non-Buddhists they also practice sila. In America, many people, no, 5 precept, 8 precept, although they practice, but they not undertake. No, they also done offering a lot. No, million of money they offer like that. Some people billion money also offer like that. No, but they are not Buddhists. They are not Buddhists. Therefore, they don't know the attaining nibbana like that. So compare with our Buddhist offering, very different like that. Our target is that to attain nibbana, right? Idame punya nibbana sapacyo hotu, right? So this merits support to attain nibbana like that. So their marriage are supposed to where I don't know. They had no target like that. No.
To become multi-billionaire.
Yeah. But they will be rich every life maybe. But they cannot escape from the samsara. Understand my meaning?
Hmm.
No, they are Chidana Dana, Chidana Virati like that. They are Chidana is very good. No, they can offer more than us like that. Like some people every day million of money they offer in the West country like that. So yesterday also I found one the the night the sports company night and IKE night. He offered the 1.2 billion to the one the is university for the cancer research. Uh, one the Oregon University. Oregon University, the cancer research department. He offered 1.2 billion. No, no, a lot of money like that.
Nah,
There's a one family offer. One couple, husband and wife offer 1.2 billion like that.
nah, jadi billion
Billion,
USD,
no million,
billion
billion,
U-
1.2 billion like that. But they
USD.
also reach more than 25 billion, I think. They also reach so rich they are.
U-
More
U-
than 25 billion they reach, but among the 25 billion, they offer 1.2 billion.
oh,
Mm.
USD.
USD.
Wah,
No rupiah, no Indonesia rupiah.
harus pastiin dulu ya. Jadi ya, jadi kayak saya do kasih perumpamaan ya di negara barat itu banyak orang yang mereka juga nggak membunuh, nggak mencuri gitu, tapi mereka bukan Buddhis ya. Jadi mereka tidak tidak mengambil sila gitu. Ya, secara pikiran mereka baik, secara pikirannya sama-sama murni gitu, sama-sama tidak tidak membunuh gitu kan. Terus kalau mereka juga praktek berdana gitu. Mereka bahkan berdana kadang jauh lebih banyak daripada kita gitu ya. Kalau di US itu ada yang saya tuh baru dengar ceritanya, perusahaan Nike, Nike perusahaan sepatu itu loh ya. Nah, jadi uh, pasangan suami istri itu mereka berdana senilai 1,2 miliar US dollar ke Institut Oregon gitu ya untuk penelitian terhadap cancer ya. Nah, mereka berdana dan itu banyak kan jumlahnya kan. Kadang kita juga bisa surprise gitu kan kok sebanyak itu ya. Nah, apa yang membedakan antara mereka melakukan berdana dengan kita melakukan berdana? Ketika mereka berdana itu niatnya tulus juga dari segi batin bersih ya, dan cetananya niatnya itu kehendaknya itu adalah melepas, ya kan? Sama kan? Tapi yang berbeda adalah aspirasinya. Kalau kita berdana, aspirasi kita apa? Nibbanasa Pacayo Hotu. Ya. Semoga bisa menjadi kondisi pendukung untuk pencapaian nibbana. Apapun perbuatan baik kita, selalu kita arahkan ke nibbana. Ya. Tapi kalau mereka enggak. Nah, jadi ketika dia membuahkan hasil, kalau kita beraspirasi untuk mencapai nibbana, maka semua perbuatan baik kita akan membantu kita semakin dekat dan semakin dekat ke nibbana. Tapi mereka enggak. Mungkin mereka akan terlahir setiap kelahirannya itu menjadi kaya raya. Ya, bisa jadi. Tapi selalu di dalam samsara. Nah, itu bedanya.
So Buddha time also one couple, husband and wife. They also very rich. No, they also rich. No, number one richest people in the Varanasi like that. No, husband side also rich. The wife side also rich. You know, so they marry at the time more rich, like the both family richness they got. No, because the previous life they had a lot of dana maybe. Because they rich, but they not go to the school. They go to the school. Even the Buddha appear in the world, they not meet. They never met with the Buddha. No. So this I want to say that it's their karma. their karma produce their rich, but their previous karma cannot support to attain nibbana. Like that. Finally, they become the poor because all where are gone because they are not go to school like that. They not meet the good person like that. Finally, no, they are poor and before dying they met with the Buddha. At the time, Buddha just smile only, cannot get any Dhamma talk because they are too old at the time. No, like that.
Nah, ini saya mau memberikan perbedaan ya antara dana yang disertai dengan aspirasi ke nibbana dan yang tidak disertai. Jadi kalau hasil dari berdana kan pasti ya, yaitu menjadi semakin mudah dalam hidup kan, kaya ya. Di zamannya Buddha pun ada pasangan terkaya di Varanasi. Dari sisi suami, suami ini juga salah satu orang terkaya di Varanasi. Istrinya juga salah satu orang terkaya di Varanasi. Setelah mereka menikah, kekayaan mereka jadi berlipat ganda kan gitu ya. Nah tapi karena mereka lahir dengan keadaan kaya raya, ya, mereka nggak sekolah, nggak belajar gitu, dan juga nggak perlu jalanin bisnis apa-apa lagi kan. Mereka bisa lahir kaya raya gitu, mungkin ya karena di masa lalu mereka pernah berdana dan ya berdana gitu ya, makanya mereka bisa menjadi kaya raya. Tapi yang yang sedihnya adalah mungkin ketika di masa lalu mereka berdana, mereka tidak membuat aspirasi tadi. Hasilnya apa? Di kehidupan ini, walaupun mereka kaya raya, mereka nggak bertemu dengan orang-orang baik. Orang-orang baik yang bisa membantu mereka untuk mengajarkan mereka untuk berdana, untuk menjalankan bisnis gitu ya. Dan juga karma baik untuk bertemu dengan Buddha. Padahal itu di zaman Buddha. Dan Buddha sering di Varanasi kan. Nah, sampai terakhir mereka ketemu Buddha itu kapan? Ketika mereka sudah berusia nggak disebutin sih, tapi 70-an ke atas gitu ya, sudah tua. Dan pada saat itu mereka berdua sudah menjadi orang miskin karena selama hidupnya mereka nggak belajar cara manage keuangan gitu kan, dan cuman foya-foya hambur-hambur, hasilnya semua hartanya pun habis ya. Nah, sampai mereka ketemu dengan Buddha sebagai dua orang yang sudah tua dan miskin, Buddha cuma bisa senyum ke mereka. Kenapa? Karena mereka sudah tua, mereka nggak belajar, kebijaksanaan mereka juga udah tumpul. Buddha nggak bisa lagi kasih dhammatok apa-apa ke mereka. Mereka nggak akan ngerti. Betul. Makanya ini uh, perbedaannya ya. Kalau kita berdana disertai aspirasi dan kalau nggak disertai aspirasi.
Therefore, every day we do dana, sila, and bhavana merit. Every day we also our aspiration to attain nibbana. Idame punya nibbana sapajohotu. No, we always wish like that. So, conclusion the question. So just practicing sila without undertaking is like Chetana Vidati Chetana sila only. Not as samadhana sila, samadhana vidati. No.
Jadi maka dari itu kita setiap kali berbuat baik, mau itu berdana, menjalankan sila ataupun meditasi kan, kita selalu membuat aspirasi kan, Ibanasa Pacayo Waktu seperti itu ya. Nah, inti dari penjelasan ini adalah terkait jawaban tadi. Kalau seorang tidak mengambil sila tapi menjalankan sila, maka dia cuma bisa mendapat karma baik dari cetana wirati tadi, dari niat untuk menghindari. Tapi dia tidak bisa mendapatkan yang samada wiratinya gitu.
Okay.
Oh, Muslim kali. Kita apa? Today I want to tell you is but he don't go to Buddha. It's not the same quality.
Yeah. In front of Buddha can take. In front of Buddha in the home, at home, can take the have to undertake. No, anywhere. Yeah, undertake. No, undertake the read the Pali sentence. No, Buddha Sanagicchami, Dhamma Sanagicchami, Sangha Sanagicchami, Trapajan, Tislana and 8 precepts together. You have to recite yourself. Okay, that's what they say.
Ya, pertanyaannya gimana kalau kita ada orang yang ngambil 8 sila gitu ya, tapi dia cuman niatin doang gitu. Ya, sehari ini saya mau jalankan 8 sila. Bisa nggak? Tapi dia nggak pergi ke wihara, nggak temu Bante, ngambil sila gitu ya. Terus itu ya bisa aja. Di depan Buddha kita ngambil sendiri, bertekad sendiri juga bisa gitu. Ya, kita sendiri juga bisa kan di rumah, di depan altar kita baca itu 8 sila seperti itu ya. Nah, itu juga sudah mengambil sila.
And also the undertaking sila is depend on your mind. How many days you want to practice 8 precepts? No, some people they want to practice 1 week, throughout 1 week continuously. At that time, one day undertaking also enough. During undertaking time, he has also had a wish. I will practice this sila 7 days. So at the time, 7 days no need to take again. So after 7 days, automatically become 5%. Because you adhana only 7 days only, right? So 7 days finish at the time your sila become the 5%. At the time you want to practice again, 8% have to take again, undertake again. Yeah.
Terus ketika Anda mengambil sila, Anda perlu menentukan seberapa lama Anda mau menjalankan sila itu. Jadi ketika ngambil, walaupun Anda ngambil sekali saja hari itu ya, tapi kalau niat Anda adalah untuk menjalankan sila selama 7 hari, ya 1 minggu gitu kan, maka hari besok-besoknya Anda nggak perlu ngambil sila. Sekali Anda ngambil selama nggak ada pelanggaran, itu bakal lanjut sampai 1 minggu gitu. Nanti otomatis di hari ke-7 selesai itu Anda bakal balik ke 5 sila tanpa perlu ini lagi, tanpa perlu lepas sila dan sebagainya. Tapi kalau setelah 7 hari Anda mau lanjut 8 sila, baru Anda perlu ngambil lagi kayak gitu. Jadi di sini Anda perlu menentukan adithana, tekadnya Anda seberapa lama jalanin silanya.
Therefore, in Dhammasari, I give the sale and some 10% yogi only 1 week, 1 time only. I not give every day to the sale and 10%.
Ya, kalau di Taman Sari juga Sedo ngasih sila kepada para sayale dan beberapa yogi yang 10 sila itu seminggu sekali doang gitu. Nggak setiap hari dikasih sila.
But I give every day 8%. Because 8% are always can go in out and also not stable. Therefore, every day I give the 8%.
Tapi kalau yang 8 sila Sedo mesti ngasih setiap hari ya. Karena kayak yang orang yang ngambil 8 sila itu kadang masih datang pergi nggak stabil gitu.
Yeah, not permanent.
Nggak ada per,
8% not permanent.
nggak stay.
Yeah, here also not permanent.
Termasuk sama di sini ya, nggak permanen ya. Datang pergi.
Plus itu sesuatu. Ini unsur udah utama musim picture atau pas kita
Can can we pay homage to Buddha by the Buddha picture by phone?
Yeah, can. Yeah. Sometimes I travel, right? So Buddha Puja, I use my phone. Buddha Puja. Then I use my phone and open the Buddha image and offer the food like that. Buddha Puja, every place. Easy, right? Okay. Yeah. Buddha in the heart, not Buddha in the phone.
Ya. Jadi boleh ya. Karena kan tadi pertanyaan kalau kita puja ke Buddha tapi cuman buka foto Buddha aja di HP boleh nggak gitu? Nggak langsung ke rupang Buddhanya. Nah, Shadow bilang ya boleh gitu. Biasanya Shadow kalau lagi perjalanan, misalnya lagi pergi ke satu tempat kan nggak selalu bawa Buddha rupang kan. Tapi pada saat itu kan sebelum dana makan Shadow selalu Buddha puja misalnya kan. Nah, Shadow Buddha puja, pas Buddha puja ya Shadow buka HP-nya, buka foto Buddha terus taruh gitu. Terus makanannya ditaruh di depan di depan Buddha. Ya, so, kata Shadow gampang kan. Tapi kata Shadow yang penting itu Buddhanya di hati, bukan Buddhanya di HP.
There is a one that joke. So I and Jody go to America. At the night, one the devotee group invite us at the restaurant for lunch. At the night, we also bring the bowl. So this restaurant never experience the bowl. They think this bowl is like the pot to boil the something to cook something like that. They think our bowl is like coca like that. And then we have to explain this and not the coca. This is eating one. We offer to Buddha like that. Food. Really, the restaurant, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
California.
Yeah.
Joshua
There's a Joshua
Joshua
tree.
Joshua Tree.
Near the Joshua tree one day. Ya, jadi ini pengalaman pas saya dan Sedo lagi di Amerika ya. Pada saat itu kan ada orang ngundang dana makan siang ya. Dana makan siangnya itu di satu restoran ya. Apa jadi pada saat itu kan Shadow bawa patah gitu kan. Terus patahnya kan ditaruh gitu di atas meja kan. Nah, di sana ketika mau Buddha puja kan Shadow mau masukin makanan ke pot patah terus di over ke Buddha dulu gitu biar bisa Buddha puja. Tapi si pelayannya ini mereka baik gitu kan, pelayannya sangat membantu. Tapi dia nggak ngerti, nggak pernah lihat itu patah gitu. Terus pas dia lihat Shadow keluarin patah taruh di depan Buddha gitu, dia ngapain coba? Dia bawain kompor.
What they ask, why we show head to you to buy that?
Dia kira, dia kira itu panci gitu. Kita lagi mau masak. Sampai Shadow perlu jelasin gitu ya. Bukan kita bukan lagi mau masak, ini lagi mau penyerahan dana
Yeah.
makan gitu.
So this is a kacha shop like that. Kacha shop. Different kacha like that. I never experienced in the Asian. Only the America also.
Ya. Jadi ini perbedaan budaya ya. Kayak Shadow bilang selama di Asia nggak pernah sekalipun kayak gitu ya. Cuma di Amerika aja.
Yeah, they never see before maybe the pata.
Mereka nggak pernah lihat patahnya Bante ya.
The pata also black color, right? They're very straight for the black color.
Ya, apalagi udah bentuknya gitu warnanya hitam pula kan.
So black color like the kuka.
Kira panci.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Sarah, I want to ask what to do about restlessness in the mind and also like attention and face.
Attention, headache.
And face restlessness in the mind, and also we have the word about breaking our what to do.
Oh yeah, Sister Nugo. Tension, this affect to the body, headache. This meaning is that sometimes too much focus. Restlessness coming at the time, people suddenly increase the effort. At the time, more headache. Like that. So, should be clever. Restlessness coming at the time, you do not pay attention, breathing in, breathing out. And just reflect your mind. My mind is now calm down or not like that. Make calm down for your mind. Not directly pay attention, breathing in, breathing out. No? Some people, they worry. My restlessness coming. So suddenly he pay attention, breathing in, breathing out. Too much effort. At the time, more headache. And no more restlessness like that. So therefore, at that time, have to relax fast. Relax, and pay attention to your mind first. Your mind put here again. After that, peacefully breathing in, breathing out again. At that time, only have to walk. Otherwise, cannot walk. No. Sometimes have to forget that the remote object, no worry object. No. I am meditating now. No, I shall not thinking like that. No, have to reflect your mind first. No, otherwise cannot work. No, more the worse and worse like that. No.
Is there anything else we can do for drowsiness? Because I guess if we stand up, we can still feel drowsy. So that if there is some type of meditation we can use to
change the meditation object. Change meditation object.
yeah.
Change meditation object. Metta or Buddhanusati or sometimes reflect you are dead. Yeah, this is better. No? Yeah.
Hmm. Ya, jadi tadi pertanyaannya, apa yang mesti dilakukan terhadap pikiran mengembara ya? Kadang ketika pikiran mengembara itu datang gitu ya, malah batinnya jadi lebih kacau gitu kan, lebih khawatir, terus eh, terasa juga di sekitaran jidat gitu ke bawah itu seperti tegang gitu ya. Nah, saya udah bilang ya itu nggak bagus. Ketika bisa tegang, kenapa bisa tegang itu karena ketika pikiran mengembara, Anda pas sadar ya, Anda berusaha untuk balikkan ke nafas. Tapi karena Anda berusaha terlalu kuat untuk fokus ke nafas ya, makanya jadinya tegang gitu. Usahanya berlebihan ya. Itu nggak bagus dan akibat dari usaha yang berlebihan itu juga nanti kepala bisa sakit ya. Jadi tidak bagus untuk meditasi ya. Jadi ketika batinnya mengembara, apa yang perlu dilakukan? Kadang kalau dia terlalu mengembara, ya Anda harus cerdas gitu. Saat itu jangan langsung balik ke nafas. Pertama Anda pause sejenak dulu ya. Anda amati ya. Ini pikiran lagi kacau gitu. Jadi coba untuk redakan. Redakan dalam arti apa? Kalau misalnya karena ada penyesalan, ya, atau eh, ada ada pikiran-pikiran buruk gitu ya, khawatir dan sebagainya, Anda bilang ke diri sendiri gitu ya, oke, tenang. Sekarang lagi meditasi, ya, jangan khawatir, ya. Sekarang tugas saya cuma satu, cuma perhatiin nafas. Pikiran-pikiran yang lain tidak perlu diurusin dulu, gitu. Biarkan dulu seperti itu. Nah, setelah pikiran udah mulai reda, 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 nah baru Anda perhatikan lagi nafas, gitu. Nah, terus pertanyaan kedua, kadang ketika eh, ngantuk ya, ngantuk itu udah ganti ke postur berdiri pun masih tetap ngantuk. Apa yang mesti dilakukan gitu ya? Saya udah bilang bisa ganti ke objek meditasi yang lain. Ya, pada satu tidak usah anapanasati dulu. Anda bisa ke metta atau ke Buddha Nusati gitu ya. Sampai lebih lebih reda itu ngantuknya.